My mum's 52nd birthday. I know just what to review. I've got my problems and I beat them right. We gotta understand, we gotta beat it right. There ain't no difference when they start believing now, and we can be who we are. Grease is the word. Grease is the word, alright. It's Grease, directed by Randall Cleisha, and is the 1978 classic musical masterpiece. So Grease tells the story of Danny and Sandy, one a special summer. She becomes his Juliet, he becomes her Romeo. Although their love is challenged once the two reunite at Rydell High back in the fabulous 50s era of the United States. First things first, happy 40th anniversary to Grease, 1978 to 2018. But I'm reviewing this classic not just for its 40th birthday, but for my mum's 52nd birthday. Yet my mum turned 52 today, and I thought it's about time I reviewed her personal favourite movie, period, Grease, as my gift to her for her birthday. So I'm gonna need this guitar, as you can't review Grease without expressing you're a music lover. While I wouldn't go as far as calling Grease my favourite movie of all time, I can gladly see why it's my mum's, as Grease, very few movies are the perfect pick for your favourite movie ever. 40 years later, this movie is still the worst. It rocks as hard as the rock stars in this movie. Grease is the greatest musical I have ever seen in my entire life. I would take this over any musical movie. Every single musical should follow in Grease's footsteps. From Les Mis to Chicago to Footloose, I like Grease better. I always have and will continue to do so. Let's kickstart off with my unlimited positives for this timeless masterpiece. Me and my family purchased the VHS for Grease back for its 20th anniversary in 1998, and little did I know 20 years later I would be reviewing it today. If you were a teen being brought up in the 70s, this would be your favourite movie. Since my mama was a teen in the 70s, she was 12 when this movie was released, and she was that age. It was her demographic, and even now she's 52. Her thoughts on this movie remain exactly the same. If Grease was a part of your childhood in the 70s, it will still be a part of your childhood once you're fully grown. It's one of those movies that's never ages, no matter what, and you get the full taste of the 50s in this movie. In the 50s was like hell for us Brits after World War II, where we were recovering and rebuilding. Whereas for you folks in the US, the 50s was like heaven to you. You fully embraced the teenager. You were partying. You were hanging out. So you were doing whatever the fuck you wanted. Yeah, I had a blast with the 50s location in this movie, from its diners to its vehicles. Yep, I visited a American themed 50s diner, and it's awesome. So I know exactly what it's like, and the two leads, Sandy and Danny, they are wonderful, and I rightfully put them in my top 10 best movie couples back in 2017 for Valentine's Day. This movie's technically more Sandy's journey than Danny's journey. It's her coming of age story after she was rescued by Tony, and she can't get him out of her head. Literally, her entire life revolves around Danny, the queens of the school, similar to the plastics in Mean Girls. She's struggling to blend in with the crowd as she attempts to smoke and have her ears pierced and drink, but by the end of this movie, she finally has some confidence knocked into her, and she becomes the most gorgeous and badass babe you'll ever see. Yep, Olivia Newton-John was a babe back in 1978, so she's still a babe in her 50s today. Danny, on the other hand, he has his moments when he's a dick, but he also has a caring side. He's the likeable and better version of Gaston. Sure, he's let Olivia down, but he does make an effort always to win her heart. Danny and Sandy go through what we went through as teens. We change to satisfy ourselves. Yep, their love story makes the love story of Romeo and Juliet look like 50 Shades in comparison. But even when the movie isn't focused on Danny and Sandy, the supporting girl group and boy group gets their own subplots, of which are relatable by teenage standards. Whenever you're like, I'm curious to know what's taking place with Frenchie and Rizzo, well, whenever you ask that, the movie cuts back to them. Like in the subplot where Rizzo is speculating whether or not she's pregnant. This is a soap opera that has me glued to the screen. Which leads into the greatest praise I have for Grease, these songs. These musical numbers are freaking electrifying. I can be picky judging songs and musicals. Some I feel are unnecessary, but each song in Grease is absolutely necessary. If you remove the songs from Grease, you would have removed the heart of the movie. Songs like Summer Days, Hopelessly Devoted to You, and Sandy, and Grease Lightning, go Grease Lightning, make Grease the supreme god of all musicals, and especially the one that I want in the movie's finale, and the one random song in the movie, it's similar to the Pink Elephant sequence from Dumbo. It may not tie into the primary storyline, it's still awesome. I wouldn't have Grease without that sequence where he's like, you've got the dream but not the drive if you go for your diploma. I can't believe this movie's just rated PG. Had it been released today, I guarantee it would have been rated PG-13 and 12A. I don't have even the slightest negatives with Grease. It's totally perfect. If you were asked to write a essay finding something wrong with Grease, you'd get an F. You'd fail. the negatives don't exist in Grease. Grease is totally my personal favourite musical of all frickin' time, and it's is a more than worthy choice for my mum's personal favourite movie ever. If you're not aware of Grease, what planet have you been living on for the past 40 years? Go and see it. And as for its shitty sequel, Grease 2, oh, I'm going to give that disgraceful piece of shit an extreme rant someday. I give Grease 5 stars out of 5. Best movie ever. So yeah, happy birthday to my awesome mother. It's also my cousin Jennifer's 28th birthday. Also, their birthday deserved to be awesome. Well, I love you guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what do you think of Grease? And please wish my mum a happy birthday in the comment section. Yeah, please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and on Google Plus and on Instagram. And I'll see you next time when I shall be reviewing the Wreck-It Ralph and Lego Movie 2 trailer, as well as continuing the Jurassic Park reviews. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.